guys, welcome to Plus Trending, the show where I get to analyze the biggest trending topics on social media so you don't have to miss a thing. I'm Bookie November, and just before I continue, I'd like to say thank you for joining me on today's episode. Now to social media. NYSC is our trending topic today, and no, it is not because of the June Alawi that they have not paid. Relax. At about 5:46 a.m. yesterday, a Twitter user who goes by the name @Chini3bs tweeted from Abuja saying, "Please guys, help me retweet my last retweet. My little sister was shot dead by a policeman this morning in Abuja." Then someone who introduced herself as a friend to @Chini3bs tweeted saying, Chini3bs' sister, a Corper member, was shot dead by the police at 3 a.m. today. She is in Federal Secretariat Police Station, Abuja, crying for help. Her phone has been confiscated at NYSC NG. She was meant to pass out tomorrow. And then the conversation started. Now, apparently, the deceased, identified as Angela Igwetu, was supposed to pass out of NYSC after serving in Abuja. Now, as per Babes now, she was said to have gone out with her friends to celebrate the end of the year service. Now, to cut the long story short, she and her friends left home at about 3 a.m. and shortly after, boom, she was killed. Killed at a checkpoint by a police officer allegedly identified as Benjamin Peters. Now, the officer reported that he had seen a convertible car approaching the checkpoint. He didn't know who was inside it, but then the trigger-happy cop said he heard someone shout, "Help!" in his subconscious. And since the driver of the car refused to stop at the checkpoint, he responded by shooting the vehicle. Now, the deceased was, as reported, was rushed immediately to Garki Hospital with a bullet to her side, losing so much blood, but was denied treatment until a police report was provided. Now, this was despite the fact that there were policemen around attesting to the incident. Sadly, while they were deliberating and off and on, Angela bled to death. This was the story reported. However, there's a twist to it. Now, Fowles tweeted saying, if anybody has a gunshot wound and they are brought to your hospital, you're supposed to treat them, not ask for any effing police report. Even if not suspected armed robber, who are you to deprive them of the right to stay alive? Let the court pass judgment. Now, a supposed representative of Garki Hospital, where the deceased was taken, his name is Dr. Etinosa Imagbenikaro, responded to Fowles saying, "Sir, we didn't ask for a police report. She was attended to promptly as soon as she was brought in. A chest tube was passed and she had 2 pints of blood transfused, even without opening a folder or anyone donating blood. This is aside other measures that were taken to save her life. She didn't make it, sadly. She had lost too much blood internally." Some people called this a one-off and tweeted several incidents where they were either asked for money or a police report by the hospitals despite life-threatening situations, or they were charged ridiculously high bills which they were required to pay before they could be treated or given medical attention. Tomatoes. The matter is that a policeman pulled the trigger and now Angela is dead. The most painful part, as far as I'm concerned, is that she was supposed to end service today. I mean, I don't even think about the pain her parents are going through. Guys, if it is not people being massacred in Plateau State, it is plank falling off Ojuelegba Bridge to kill people, or petrol tankers failing brake and catching fire and killing people. And if this one doesn't happen, a policeman will hear in his subconscious, "Help!" and then shoot and kill innocent people. They said the driver of the car that Angela was in zoomed off. Some other people said the exact opposite thing. Well, the command spokesman, DSP Anjuguri Manza, according to The Nation, had confirmed the incident and added that the command was investigating to know what actually happened. As expected, Nigerians reacted. At the Molash says, NYSC staff will use this case of that lady that got shot at 3 a.m. to advise coppers not to go out and party at night. They will ignore every other thing and say, once you leave your PPA, go home. As if party is what we are talking about. Anyway, at Jemima Osunde also tweeted saying, I am not going to do NYSC if something isn't done to ensure the safety of corpers. I am somebody's child, yeah. We are all important people and we are needed alive. If my country doesn't place any value on my life, why am I serving it? Let's check out more comments from social media. Now, please note that at this time, there's been no official statement from NYSC, but the story is still developing. So perhaps the organization will release a statement soon. Well, that's all we've got for you on Plus Trending today. Sad stories, but yeah, that's the trending story. Please join us tomorrow for more trending topics, hot topics, hopefully. And just before you move on to the next video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Plus TV Africa and follow us on social media at Plus TV Africa. My name is Bookie November. Do have a beautiful day.